Hey, it's Pete from Just a Few Acres Farms. Actually, no, it's the Jakinator. I like that guy. He's got a great YouTube channel, and I should definitely link it in the description below. But anyway, uh, it is now May, and I have to show you what I've been doing. Because we have not been sleeping. We've been doing a lot of fertilizing for the neighbors, and I didn't figure we need to see, 2 days of fertilizing. But more importantly, Field 26, it was filled with grass, and I have now plowed that over entirely and cultivated it. Why would I do that? Well, I'm sure you guys will remember that this field, half of it was very poorly seeded, and it seemed like one half of it grew the grass nice and the other half didn't. And besides that, now I can join field 24 and 25 together. So I think that's great. I think that's something we've been looking forward to for a while. And come fall, once all of this is harvested, I will be joining these fields all together. Now, as you guys remember from the last episode, we did a lot of work mixing feed and getting everything ready for the cattle. So that can only mean one thing. We need to get cattle. Now, how are we going to do this? Well, there's a couple of options. First thing we need to do, we need to grab this tractor, and we need to send this guy off to go haul some water for us. We'll be doing some water hauling in the meantime, but we need to also get our cattle home. This is going to be quite a big expenditure, I'm sure, but I don't think it'll be something we can't handle. We'll go to animal transport to find out what we have. This one is just for horses. We can't do that. This one is also just for horses. And here we have a trailer that we can use. Good for cows. Looks like 6 cows per unit. This one's got 7 cows per unit. 9 cows per unit. And 5 cows. That triple axle doesn't look too bad. I think we're going to grab that one. I don't know why we would go with a tiny little one if we don't need to. We're already past that in our life. So I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to see what this all entails. It says it's got a separation fence. So, okay. I see some tubing came onto the ceiling here. I'm not sure what that's about, but we'll add it. I mean, we're just going to lease this trailer anyway, and we need to change this plate. And you guys already know what we're going to change it to. It's pretty obvious. There, we'll do this as quickly as we can. Don't need to waste a lot of time here. There we are. And placement. Let's change that. Obviously, Massey is the brightest. Done. And we will lease. Now, why are we leasing? Well, the thing is, we don't need the trailer the full time. Once we pick up our cows and we haul them all back, then that's pretty much it. Won't need a trailer again for quite a long time. And by the time we're ready to sell the cattle, we'll no doubt be able to lease another trailer. So it's one of those units that does not get used enough to really pay for itself. I'm off to the store now to go pick up that trailer, and we'll bring it to the animal dealer from there and see what we can pick up, see what kind of cattle we got in this game. So we're at the animal dealer, and that's the loading chute. That is where we would normally go to load up. And we need to figure out how to use this trailer. So if I am not wrong, what we can do, we can unlatch this door here, and I'm not sure what good it does, so I'm not going to bother with that. But we can also unfold, and that takes this back door, drops the ramp, and you can see it's got some sides on it. Opens the doors as well. Look at that. That is a really well thought out design. And we can also lift this ramp up. So that's pretty cool. Now I want to see if I can back up against there to at least make it look realistic, right? Because in the end that's what we're going for. As much realism as we can. Kind of hard to tell. I suppose if I drove forward just, well, I don't want to go too much. Something like that. That way they won't necessarily jump out, but I am kind of hitting the posts. With the ramp now in proper position, you can see it doesn't have that large jump. We can now focus on buying animals. That's kind of funny, I can go that high. There we are. Now you can see for real what I'm talking about. It looks like I just glitched through the floor. Cool. But anyway, we have a bunch of different cows and we need to see what we want. So brown Swiss, beautiful, beautiful cow. But they're very much a dairy cow. And I don't know that I'm looking for dairy at this point. So I'm going to hold back from that. So it looks like we got the 0 month, we have the 12 month and the 18 month. That seems to be the common trend here. Now Holstein, again, they are super milk cows. You know, that's what they're bred to do. And I don't think it's what we want to be doing right now. Okay, Angus. Now there's a good breed for meat, and that's kind of what I like. We got the 12 month, 18 month Limousine once again. They're hefty, quite a hefty beef cow, so that's really good. And then we have Lantern Race. Well, that's pigs, so we don't want those. And it looks like the rest of these are all going to be pigs and sheep and horses. Now, we're not going after horses, are we? So, to me, it looks like we'll probably go for... why don't we go for some cattle? Now, this one's at 12 months, and this one's at 18 months, and so this is where they can start to be bred. So after 18 months they're good for breeding. I think that's perfect. I think we should probably grab a few of these. Oh shoot, how many should we go for? Now I'm looking for calves right away, so this is why I'm paying a little bit of a higher price. Like getting a calf itself is only 300 bucks, but how many could I put in my trailer? Was it 9? I want to say it was 9. Just to be safe, let's do 8. And we'll buy. Okay. And we have cattle on here. Very nice. With 9 cows in here and most of them standing in front of the axles of the trailer instead of in the back, it seems like they really do push quite a bit of weight on the truck. It's having a hard time to steer. Looks like my little tractor came here finally. That's cool. So what we'll do, we'll jump out, we'll open up this gate, and we will bring in the cattle. Come on. Get back here. There we are. That's the gate we're looking for. I think we should be able to turn around in here. Yeah, I'm losing a lot of steering because of the weight issues here, but that's okay. It's only a few more times and we'll be all done. Now, a smart rancher would see that he's got a large gap and would do something about it right by the gate. I don't know if I'm a smart rancher, but I am going to try to jackknife the trailer a little bit just to block off the cow's access. Whoa. Something like so. There, now the cows should not be able to get out. Looks like I got a little bit of a gap, but nothing too terrible. There we are. And we can unfold. Now will the cows walk out by themselves? Or am I going to have to coach them or coax them out? Looks like they're just going to sit there and do nothing. Okay, as it turns out, my creative steering was just not quite good enough. So I need to drive just a little forward. That was all it was. Okay, and here we're going to go our maximum of 9 cows that we have in this trailer, and we move to husbandry. There we are. They're laying around and having a good time. That's beautiful. That's what we like to see. We'll fold up that trailer and we'll get that gate closed ASAP. With those cows in there, I think what we'll do next, yeah, let's just close that gate. I think next thing on the list is going to be some limousines, and we'll put them in the next pen over. So I'll see you guys back at the animal dealer. Just a quick little remark, that canola field is beautiful. It's probably going to be the first thing I harvest, and that'll, you know, just might be next month, possibly. But this looks very much like my home, where I currently reside. There are tons and tons and tons of canola fields around where I live, and they are also in full bloom, and it looks absolutely beautiful. If you've never been around canola fields, do yourself a favor and visit the Midwest, the prairies if you will, and just have a look and enjoy. And if you can get somewhere where they also have bees close by, don't get too close to the bees, but you know, 20, 30, 40 feet away, be respectful of the equipment that's there, but definitely go and enjoy the busyness of the bees, the beauty of the flowers, and in general just nature. It's canola fields are just something else. I know that they don't always have, you know, the most exciting of a byproduct when it's just canola oil, which, yeah, it's used for margarine, but besides that point, you know, it's really the nature of it that is so beautiful and that I really enjoy. And then there's always harvesting it, which is really fun too. But that's neither here nor there, is it? Let's buy 9. Once again. Perfect. We have our trailer full, but I don't know why they keep standing so far in the front. It's a little aggravating, to be honest, because I have no steering, as you can see, even there. And once I reach a high speed, they're very hard to steer. But we won't complain. Like I said before, we're only doing this for a little bit. There's no point in complaining. But I am amused how much this slides. Like, this is me trying to control just little taps on my controller, and you can tell that, you know, it just kind of drifts around. We're going all out with these. We're bringing them right straight into their pasture. So let's send them out. Move to husbandry. There we are. All the brown cows out and about, laying everywhere, saying hi to the black cows. Very cool. Now that final little pen off to our left there, that one I plan on putting calves in. You know, just to change things up a little bit. I don't know which, maybe I'll have 5 Angus and 4 Limousine. I could possibly do it. Just because I used to own a black Angus, and I really did enjoy it. I wish they would have more Angus, like Red Angus, and have some Herefords and a few other breeds of cows that are good for beef. You know, have some Highlands, have some Dexters. That'd be really cool. I really like the black and red Dexters. They're a small breed. They're not as expensive, but they make great meat. So there's definitely a lot of cattle breeds we could add if Fox Farm wanted to become, you know, the #1 cattle ranching map. I would highly encourage it, because I think we need a map like that. There is a modded map somewhere that's called Small Cow Farm, I believe, but I don't know that they have any extra breeds of cattle. But that reminds me, we also used to have the Brahma cows in Farm Sim 19, which we don't have now. Very, very interesting, but it'd be nice to bring them back. Don't you agree? Just to have them back for us to do all this ranching. They are, after all, a beautiful cow, native to South America. Well, at least they do have lots of them there. I'm not saying that that's where they originally came from. I don't know what their origin story is, but I do know that they graze many Brahmas out there. Okay, so once again, I'm going to get 5 calves. These are 0 months. Okay. Now, what I notice is we don't have any bulls. Why do we not have any bulls? That's very peculiar. And 5 calves, by the way, is still cheaper than 1 grown Angus. Interesting. Let's go down to Limousine and get us some calves. And we can do 4 there. We can buy. Yes. Okay. They look just as grown up as the grown-up counterparts. And my truck handles the same. They have just as much weight. So I think that's maybe a little oversight on their part. We won't fret about it. Alright, little calves, go free. You're free to go. And you... Ooh, come on. No, I don't want that. You guys, move. Okay. So we've made this pretty straightforward. We have our calves in the pen closest to us. And we have Angus furthest back. And we have our Limousine in the center. We also don't have Charolais. Interesting. Another breed of cow we could add. We'll close that door for now. So all that's left to do is bring these guys water, and then they will be happy. We got the old water tanker out here. Going to see if this is the right trough to fill like it was last time. So far I can't see that it is. Oh, there it was. I could have been wrong. Oh, and this is one of those hitches. One of those wagons. Okay. Well then. I just don't want to hurt Big Red there. Oh, we just missed it again. There it is. For some reason it's long distance filling. Not sure why. But we'll keep filling. Now, I have a feeling this drop's going to take a few tanks, so I'm just going to get busy with filling, and we'll see what it looks like by the time I'm all said and done. Gotta say, it's pretty beautiful seeing your cows standing up next to the feed troughs like that. Something about it just looks so right. Oh my, and then with all the different colors we got going on there. Yeah, it's just great. I enjoy this part of it. Well, tractor, there's your home. This is where your new home is going to be, since you don't have a loader anymore. And you can service all these little pieces of equipment. Those are going to be your new siblings to play with. It looks like our cattle are extremely happy with their new home. I can't see any of them in distress. They look like they're adapting really well. Just look at her grazing around, sniffing and having a good time. You know, there's a bit more grass just right up against the fence there, eh? And we see some more cattle here, just kind of munching away at the TMR. And interestingly, so far, I have to say that the grown-up Angus stays in this feed trough, and the grown-up Limousine stays in this feed trough. But then with our mixed bag that we had for our calves, they feed together in whatever color. It doesn't really make a difference. And it looks like we only have 7 animals here. How did that happen? I'm not entirely sure. Regardless, I think things are looking really well for us here. So I think that is probably a great time to say goodbye and to thank you guys all for watching the video, and asking you guys if you would once again leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Even if you didn't enjoy it, still leave a like. It's okay. I won't tell anyone. If you guys want to share your thoughts on anything you saw today, leave a comment. And other than that, if you guys are new and you want to see more videos like this, or you want to follow along in the series to see where the farm goes and how it grows, then subscribe, and YouTube will keep you up to date on all of the latest goings on. Thank you very much again for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye now.